Hey everyone, Francesco Shortino here, and today I'm gonna do the Murph challenge. And yeah, like I said the last time, the reason I'm doing it is because I didn't stick to a habit 2 times, so this is the second time of all that accountability partner thing. And yeah, today we choose the Murph challenge, so it's very easy. I will show you immediately. And so we got 1 mile of running, 100 pull-up, and yeah, 200 push-up, 300 air squat, and another mile. So I don't have like the 20-pound chest jacket. I simply don't have it. And another rule that I'm gonna add is that every pull-up that I'm gonna do will just stay 1 second with my chin on the bar, like isometric, and then I will release. So from that kind of point will be difficult. Like I don't even do pull-ups from, I don't know, 1 year and a half at least. So yeah, it will be a lot of fun. And the reason I'm having this kind of piece of paper is because I can track what I'm doing, and I can know at the same time how much of the progress I've done. Are you familiar with the concept of deliberate practice? If not, no worries. Basically, the concept is about pushing yourself to discomforts to the next level every time that you're gonna practice something, right? For example, doing this Murph challenge will be about, of course I've never did it, but let's consider that I have a time of 1 hour and a half. The challenge would be doing it in 1 hour and 20, something that goes 4% harder than your usual. And then the ability to ask questions, to be curious about it. So I knew that since a long time I didn't do pull-ups, so that's the reason I'm having some tape on my hand, because that's it. I'm gonna surely, without it, I'm gonna bleed a lot. So yeah, another thing that at least what I think about is what can go wrong, what actually is the worst thing that I don't want to get. I don't want to get injured. Having a good warm-up and after training with stretching, wherever it is absolutely a must. If you cannot choose, the most important is always the warm-up, because you have to get in a hot state your joints and your muscles. So at least that's the most important. And yeah, the problem with deliberate practice is about that if done a lot of time can be really boring. And I mean, you will actually burn out at some point. And one solution that I find to this is about the deliberate fun. So it's about always, as I said, setting new challenges, setting some scores to beat, and yeah, changing environment. There's a lot of things more that makes the overall experience a lot of way more funnier in the single event and also in the long-term run. So nevertheless, let's warm up, and then watch me suffer doing this thing that I honestly didn't even know until yesterday. And yeah, very grateful to know that the Navy SEA created this challenge to commemorate Murph, soldier that died in 2005. So yeah, great thing from all the fitness community. So let's get to it. Okay guys, now warmed up, and then I'm gonna do the first mile, 100 pull-up, without training in pull-up in 1 year and a half at least. And yeah, let's get to it. Guys, I just done the 1 mile, and right now I'm going 100 pull-ups without any training. Okay, let's get to it. It's what 1 second in isometric with my chin in the bar, so I don't know.
Jesus, bro. Ah.
So guys, I did 10, and yeah, right now I'll just fake it like this. So yeah, right now that I'm talking, I'm just recovering, and I expected like one pull-up every 1 minute. So 100 minutes for pull-ups. I don't know, but let's see after the recording how much time do I have. The goal was to do 1 hour and a half. Really good for the overall Murph challenge would be, I don't know, 120. I didn't even know the exact numbers, but I'm not skipping any part. So 100 pull-ups are sequential, and after that the push-up and the air squat all as a consequence. 20% of the pull-up, and yeah, this is the pace. 40%. And yeah, the last pull-up, I'm feeling so tired with the tendons. I mean, doing 1 second of isometric is literally crushing me, and yeah, like one every minute. I couldn't think of it. Okay guys, I did 50 pull-up, and basically in less than 1 hour I go back to eat lunch. So yeah, I wouldn't lie to you, like I honestly would stay here finishing the 50 pull-up, and even if it would be so fucking boring, I would do it for another 50 minutes. But yeah, life demands me, so I will do what, 30 squats, 20 push-up, and yeah, like 2-3 pull-up every time. I finished the 300 squats and the 200 push-ups. I'll show you immediately. So this is what I did, and yeah, we are 57 here, and yeah, honestly I think I reached a plateau, and yeah, the push-up completed, the squats, and yeah, the remaining 1 mile. So yeah, as I told you before, I would stay here another 50 minutes just for doing the pull-up or more, but business and other thing has constraints. So yeah, let's get to it and do the last mile. Guys, last 200 meters, and yeah, like feeling good. Legs are a little bit tired, but the most important thing is about doing the thing, with the timings, with a good technique. I really don't give a fuck about just finishing, and and maybe 1 week or even 1 year I'm fucking injured, and if I'm injured I cannot exercise, which is one of the...
Congratulations, you've reached your goal of 1.6 kilometers. Time 10 minutes 5 seconds. Average pace 6:18 per kilometer.
All right, okay, so challenge is not completed in the overall process. I got to 57 pull-ups, and yeah, I think until that was just deep. Wouldn't be so much difficult if I would stay another hour or a little bit more, but who cares, honestly? The most important thing is if you are aligned to what your stage of life and season of life demands of you. And my season of life and means caring about my business and my family, so that's the most important. And like these challenges are a consequence to make me more effective. So 2 days after now, recover a little bit. The body is still tiny and really tense. I honestly didn't thought that with more than almost 3 hours in that time I couldn't finish it, but the goal overall was that, and my intention with all this hype thing at the end of the day is about doing the being as effective as possible. So if my body at the end of the day is tired and requires too much energy, at the end of the day it's not efficient. And like I said, the technique is much more important than the overall just grinding of the thing. And last thing that honestly I suggest to all the athletes I know, and I generally heard about Olympic champions, world champions, and so on and so forth, is about really focusing on having a good technique, because at the end of the day, without it, it's very easy to be injured. And I honestly prefer like doing 3 pull-ups that are really technically good, rather than 1000. But that was not the main thing of the challenge. Now the reason I dropped it is because I I didn't think that it would last more than 3 hours, and that was my time. So there is a side of me that would a lot do the thing again, because it's not completed. And probably I'm gonna do that again, but with the time delay between the exercise. So that was the thing. You shouldn't be scary about dropping out a workout if you have time constraints. Honestly, that was extreme because I was doing a challenge, so you didn't need 3 hours of training or penalty. But like I said, it's more important to keep the needle moving forward rather than being paralyzed and basically being in the same place. So that was for video of today. Hope you find value, and generally if I can impact even one single person in over the past 5 years, 10 years, honestly, that would be a big win. So see you on the path.